Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. I am finally cured. And we are starting on the investigation of the other embassy? I can't remember which one this is. Yes, the other embassy. We have a corpse. So this is the victim, Damask 2. What is with this gaudy outfit? You don't know about maskdemasque? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu? I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about Damask. That's alright, all I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Won't rest until I've suspected it. If we suspicious looking at the cranny. Alright, so hold on. First, sword. So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of the sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Alright. So what about the actual corpse? There's not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know? You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out, Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in a fool's clothing to act foolishly. We got your point about 3 foolishes of back, Francisca. I thought that Damask had quit the business. This guy is just a copycat using the name, a phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashi Nu. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Damask 2. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Alright, good to know. He wasn't stabbed. What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Alabaster Primitive Statue, 5th floor, Ambassador's office. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Primiduck statue in this room. What's that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the Primiduck statue? Interesting. Oh yeah, cloth. I suppose this is the wrapping cloth Damask 2 used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal. I see. Yeah, okay. Hello. The person shaking hands with the Steel Samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. Steel Samurai must be very popular. They even use the National Treasure as a backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top Knot there? Clearly there's a depth to the show that a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? No. So I did happen to notice something. The knives are... Hang on. I can't... Fuck. Hold on. In the picture, you can see the knives right here. Statue is facing the other way. Let's see what's in his desk. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. Hey man, he loves his trees. Speaking of which, two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think the passion flowers are all the same, all that rare. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ, of course it was. As to say, you learn something new every day. I dropped something. As I noticed, there were two very obvious holes in the ground. I think this is another fake fireplace. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. No, okay. I need to talk to you. Hey, nerd. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You don't talk about shock. I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Foolish fool, looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me! I just knew that our friendship is something special. Even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. It just means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. I don't really think I can present anything. You know anything about this? Larry, wonder if you know what this is? Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Francie. Oh. In that case, allow me to help you sear my form into you for all eternity. Ow, ow, ow. God damn it. Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. Okay. Yeah, we talked about the spear already. Clock. There's a grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Babylese embassy. Okay, so we're in the Codopian one. Right. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well. I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of the room. Its design and the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plants. Hey, you two! Now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know! Hurry up and save me! Be quiet! It's all part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. You. There was the exact same statue sitting in that Babylese office we examined. It's the Primiduc statue. It was a national treasure of the Principality of Codopia. There's only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabasta and Balbal claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Alright. Oh. I can do a deduction, so I'm guessing my pictures right. The Primiduc statue, there's one of those on the Babylese side as well. And it's very valuable, made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Codopia. There's only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica, but both Alabasta and it's the same dialogue. Oh, now we have more pages. Here we go. Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about the scene, Miss Von Karma. They apparently joy in the ambassador's face as he shakes that top-knot's hand. That's not it. We're trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. Oh, you're right. This statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Yay. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. Hello. Ooh, what? Okay. Yo, Pink Princess, how are you feeling? Still feeling ill? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. So the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabashian embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. I'm worried about who this is. Who's going to be the next surprise character that's going to ruin Edgeworth's life? Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you'd please answer... No. No, no, no. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen 2 days in a row? What? Aren't you Miss Oldbag? Why are you so surprised? So you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You are acquaintances with Larry? Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my itchy poo. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy in there, I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting for me here. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know. That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Edgiboo. I'd chase you for forever, to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Franziska and I actually see eye to eye. Oh god, I have to talk to you. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewater Land as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. Must have been real bad to collapse. It happened so suddenly, they called me in to be your last-minute replacement. Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her. She's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly ready to read. Oh, okay, I can't keep up. Did I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons? You're a rather lively old lady. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look. Oh, it appears that she is telling the truth. Oh boy. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. Uh-oh. It's a letter from a stalker. I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your lovely night. I was just taking a break when I found this stuck under the door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kind of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think he could get my name right. There's no accent in my name. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen it before? Oh, but now that you're here, I feel 100% safe. Where do I factor into this? You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy-Poo? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Edgy-Poo, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. Oh, I got Dr. Moore. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? If the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Edgy-Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me. No, I will do no such thing. If you can please not cling on to my personage. In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that. Right. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? No, you just go on and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Good work. You may leave now, officer. Oh my god, it's a dog. This dog. I request the assistance of a dog in our search for the Otakarasu. Burf. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. Burf. Hey, you're real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, so good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think its name is Missile. What a fitting name for a police dog that lashes out in front and attacks. Dashes out. That action alone is exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! It's in the fireplace, boy. What is that? Good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Like a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? Looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisco, is that an official samurai dog? Damn! No, bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat-soaked snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. We should really be focused on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. Looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. It's a shirt? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Oh god. I don't want to. She's weird. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt. Oh, Edgy-Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you like. What? No, thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at this crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you. What? Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, wearing that Pink Princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy-Poo. Are you claiming that you were never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I don't know if calm and relaxed is the word for it. Oh, she started rambling. I completely missed it. Something about tabloids. Honestly, Ben, these days, Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions, so I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. Yet, I assume the samurai dog was also yours? Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me. So the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details. Oh god, okay. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy poo. Stop that. If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you and Miss Oldbag? No! You really don't change, do you? When do you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you going to stick up for me? No. About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show? Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me? No, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they were for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. And before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen boxes or so. And as I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... Oh, no. What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me. Thanks. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Harsh, but fair. Hello. Yeah, I need to ask you about this, ass. Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because... Okay. Oh, bullshit. Okay, so I have another... Hang on, wait. Last thing I want to present to you. Larry... Nope, okay. Larry, kill him again. Hold bag. So this person will be descending on me from above tonight, huh? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me. Please not cling to my personage. Honestly, beautiful people have it so hard. All it took was me to beat up on that stage for a little while and a stalker is born. Actually, the whole time while you were up on that stage, you were in costume. Therefore, no one should have recognized you or what you look like underneath. There is a thing, you know, they say people can identify you by your aura. So even without seeing my face, my stalker could see the beauty within me. So you see, that's how I charmed the pants off of men. Charm? You? Preposterous. Alright, so, what do you think of this? What's this? A present for me? No. Obviously, I can't simply give you a piece of evidence. I see. You're just embarrassed to give it to me in front of all these people. But don't worry, I can wait. A present of love from Edgy Poo's beyond worth it. What a bother. If you only knew how much, Francesca. Okay. Larry. No. I did not mean to do that. Oh. Okay, I have another idea. Because I know damn well this is his bad at handwriting. Maybe not. Hello, dog. Maybe it's a puzzle thing. So yeah, smoke from the chimney and the fireplace. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of the facts, is it not? You're sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof? There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Ah, I see. So what you were proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you are implying? Yeah. I could have sworn this was discussed in the other room as well. We connect these. The lady's undershirt that Missile found. Ow. Why? Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. Yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a close look at the back of the fireplace is in order. That's a button. See if I can't get a better look at it. Oh yeah, look at that. What in the wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The neighboring room? There appears to be nothing in particular about the next room. The fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. Okay. Maybe I don't know. Oh no, I was thinking of the hidden compartment of the safe. But I suppose this does mean that the fireplace would be connected, wouldn't it? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the Mask's thew's murder. Oh, it's done. Yay, health. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on, I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. My lie? I know that there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us. But what's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world, and then kill myself, and throw everything into mass confusion. You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Itchy! Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, the works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you'd please testify as to what you did up on that roof tonight. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy. Then, they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. But it's kind of ultra embarrassing. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Hey, G-Man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. So you're just gonna have to reason it out of me. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. You didn't want to play Santa. Larry, prepare to be burned down under by this piece of evidence. You know, Edgy, you're actually a really good guy at heart. I can't believe you do such a great thing for Roxana and I. What are you going on about? What are you going on about? I thought you just said that you were going to bury us down under. So you're going to chase her down with me in Australia and cover us in berries, right? I said nothing of the sort. If you'd been listening carefully, you would have noticed I said buried. Wait, what? Aren't they the same word? You say buried, I say buried, it's tomato. He is seriously trying my patience, okay? I don't suppose I can fool even Larry with this piece of evidence. Is that my only option is to present a more definitive piece of evidence? What?
Hold it!
Okay. What about the samurai dogs? Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you get her. Jesus! I know, I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought you were his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh? Lang Z says, true friends are bosom friends. If you're in trouble, call on your bosom friend whose shoulder you can truly cry on. Hey, bosom buddy, hope you're listening carefully to my testimony. Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that Agent Lang's only out to arrest you, Larry? Now then, you're wandering around outside the MC, and then what happened? Okay, so...
Hold it!
You suddenly wanted to play Santa? Oh, well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down at Gourd Lake. But I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? You know what, sure. Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa-quality stuff? Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean! Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. I was, delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love?
Objection!
That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wished to deliver a present to was most certainly this. Okay, here we go. Old bag. Interesting tastes you have there, Mr. Suspect. But don't spread lies about me. I totally didn't want to see Miss Oldbag so much that I tried to go down a chimney. Ow! I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is what best summed up with this.
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the pink princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you! You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do y'all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here, and it looks just like what you do in court. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Langsy says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. We shouldn't form conclusions till everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen. Alright, then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? Alright, what the fuck? So you think that all I want to do is go visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Oh, Larry. Lang can't even look at him. Hey, someone say something! Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you! You're my stalker! But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on one man and one man wholly. As long as Edgy Pooh is alive, I can't just drop in and be unfaithful. No, I can't. I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man. I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. What do you mean? Of course you've still got something to prove. You still have to show me some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy? Everything is evidence in court, right? I mean, evidence is everything in court, Larry. But I understand your point. Yeah, see? I'm totally approved with this now. Don't. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. There we go. Yes. Yes. That's fine. You wrote a letter, dumbass. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey, what are you? Why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I will be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't to be able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy?
Take that!
That's a very fucked up eye. Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English! You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me! So embarrassing! There, isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. But that will have to wait until we're off this crime scene. Edgy, save me from the scary man! Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again? It's fake! Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter. Set me up! Accept your defeat graciously, but you guys are being so mean. Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. I'll never write another thing in my life. Tisk. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. This autograph and our mysterious letter, if we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. Hit the nail right in the head, Edgy. So he finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried around in the stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was a chimney or bust, Edgy. Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overactive imagination. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when they came down the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. I'm really, really sorry. Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. Because, at the very least, I can attest to that about you. Edgy, you're... We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. Ow. In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butts sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. Suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Ow. Ooh. Hey, what? Edgy, what does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? It means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. You can't only rely on the words of the suspect, after all. You may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. With the bloodstained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene, as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Edgy, the guy, he looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got. Actually, how much time am I at? So I'm pretty sure I've been out of time. I can always point out the contradiction to suppose a murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble, but this is one game I can't afford to lose. Why, Larry. I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask II. Besides him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be the Stamer's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too. Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership? But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think it's planning to go on, didn't you? We just proved that he didn't come in here. We've already established that. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? You just say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi. You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. This man has some serious issues with prosecutors. But come on, I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy? Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or for me for that matter. Since his hatred for my entire profession emanated from his entire being, meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is present irrefutable evidence. Larry said something about the weapons being hollow, so he couldn't have stabbed him.
Hold it!
Impressive. just in case. Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. Sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with, which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. There we go.
Objection!
Fuck you. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use it a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down, spear's the weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that this spear is the real weapon? No. I simply want you to take a look at this section here. Wait, it's bent? Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier, and as you can clearly see, the insides of the Steel Samurai's weapons are hollow. Whoops, wrong button. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death, and yet there is not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that? Got your ass. Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. Would wish they'd make them out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him. Ouch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back onto the topic of the spear. Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever. I am not a Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken, for no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who waits to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There is nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory. Fuck you. That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth. What? You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damask too without bending it. No, I don't believe you. So, what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? What you need? Of course, but it needs evidence even he can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. My guess is the eternal statue. It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. Stamped in embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is not only on the weapon. So isn't it only natural that the suspicion would fall into the owner of said weapon? You didn't search top to bottom. How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner of the walls within this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. And we've managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword. Left no stone unturned? Is that a fact? Edgeworth is catching on to my ideas. If you got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. There we go.
Objection!
No? Okay. Maybe I press him on it.
Hold it!
The only place you could find blood was on the samurai sword. That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. Yes. If you believe that there is no other door of possibility left to open, excuse me, then allow me to force one open for you. And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon. Oh, it's so funny. The real murder weapon? I had to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as a weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men. I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon. Alright then, I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed Mask 2. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is the statue. The national treasure of Alabast. You mean the Primiduc statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? You know very well that if we did that, there would be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. Two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Agent Lang, if you could please take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before you and after the crime are different. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from it. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please, let's be rational about this. Langzi says, just go already. Yes, sir. You're gonna think Langzi is a made-up guy. Shifu, yeah. I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Primiduc statue. I see. Wait. But then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally. Save your breath. May I act all weak and frail, but the old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing the whole country, you know? Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. But Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet! I'll take the fall if I have to later. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? If we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then, let's talk and more investigate. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a luminal chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminol test? Ah, good thinking. If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Alright. Hey, there it is. Okay, I am out of time. I need to end the video here. I am sorry. I will catch you guys later.